All right, hello, good afternoon, my working with young children. I first want to say that tomorrow at 10 a.m. I am going to send out a link for a Teams meeting. You do not have to attend the meeting. It is just for clarity, clarification, a little Q&A on what do you need some more help with, so we can get you caught up by the end of the week, because we will be moving distance learning after Thanksgiving. So I want us to get caught up. Next week, you don't have school at all. So if we could try to get up, or if you need to work on assignments and we can make it that all assignments are due next Friday, we can work out a plan. Today, we will be talking about self-help, health, and some safety routines for children. So, starting out with self-help, that means using your own efforts and resources to achieve things without relying on others. Some examples for children: getting dressed, tying shoes, or putting their shoes on properly. In this image, there is a set of tennis shoes. If you look on the inside, you can see a photo of a whale that has been cut in half. So I know that a lot of parents now have been taking stickers and then they cut the sticker in half because that sticker should match on the inside. I think that that's a really great idea to try to get children to learn how to put their shoes on properly. Button or zipping up a coat, brushing their teeth after 3, on their own after 3, sorry, cleaning up a spill, cleaning up their toys, etc. So making them more accountable. I do want to point out that I did work at a child care center for my few years that I was at Iowa State, and toddlers are way more capable of doing things than you think, such as winter's coming up, so they'll have to have boots, snow pants, hats, mittens on, and a coat on. Our toddlers, the room I worked at, were 18 months to 18 months to 2. And then they would change the following school year. So my 2-year-olds could put their own snow pants on for the most part. They might have needed just a little bit of help. They could put their own boots on. Again, they might have needed a little bit of help to push their heel down depending on their boots. But they could do that. They could put their coats on by themselves. They'd obviously need help with mittens because that's pretty tricky for them to do. And they could do their own hat. I'm going to share my I want you to watch this video of this child putting on her coat.
How to help kids put their coats on by themselves. So I always have to try to get everyone in my class to have their coats on all at the same time for recess, and it can be a daunting feat. What? Yes, bonus. That's a bonus. And so I thought you might like to see the tip that I teach my kids at school to allow them to learn how to put it on by themselves, so you don't have to be helping your kids every time it's time to put their coat on. So Ameela's going to help me today. Our tip is called dip and flip. So there's a YouTube video for this that we like to watch that helps us. But you can watch this YouTube video to help you out. So you ready, Mila? Okay. I'm going to give you your coat. Coat on the ground. Coat on the ground. Tag at your toes. Tag at your toes. Hands in the holes. Hands in the holes. Now dip and flip. Oh, flip it up and over. Flip it up and over. You did it. Way to go.
Okay. I think that is an excellent way for young children to do it. The method, again, was called dip and flip. So you essentially set their coat opposite in front of them, and they and then they just flip it, and they can flip it on. Super, super easy, especially when you have 10, 15 little rugrats sitting in a room together. And that works all the way up to kindergarten, too, until they start getting more adapted to putting one arm through and then the other arm through. So, did I skip a slide on accident? I did. Okay, self-regulation. This is kids who are having difficulty. So they might be throwing a tantrum. It might be that one silly kid in class. I threw an image on here of this girl pretending to be silly. They might shout out or act in different ways that you might not have seen, and they want that attention. So here's some examples how to self-regulate. A lot of the times we move to games, fun activities, or children's yoga on YouTube. Great activity that kids love. So my videos will not play through the screen. I think it's due to maybe they would think that I'm projecting it for a large audience. I'm not quite sure. But if you go into the Schoology folder for today, November 17th or November 20th, depending on if you're an Austin or a Packer, I have the link posted in the slides on Schoology. So Cosmic Kids Yoga, this is a very, very popular yoga channel on YouTube. It's a very interactive. This one happened to be trolls. I know when she does some of her movements that it makes rainbows. Love this. You do not need to watch the whole 30 minutes. I do want you to go ahead, click on the link, and explore a couple minutes of it. Look through the first half, the middle, and kind of the end, and look how she's engaging children into yoga. So games and activities, some of the examples, we're all familiar with red light, green light, Simon Says, duck, duck, goose, freeze tag. I included 3 other activities. So the freeze dance, and these are all extremely popular songs that kind of help children calm down. The bear hunt and baby shark. I want you to watch this video and then answer the questions on today's worksheet. As I move along towards the end, I will explain the worksheet today and the expectations. Listen to the words and the beat of the song. How can this dance help influence children? This is very popular. I know that I worked in the 2 and 3 and 4-year-old room, and the freeze dance was a hit. So if they were acting up or you needed to bring everyone back together, we would say freeze, and they knew that the freeze dance would come on. So they would freeze wherever they were, and we would play this song, and they would do the actions in the song. So we used it as a way to help bring children together, to pause before transitioning maybe into pickup time. So every time before we picked up, we would do the freeze dance knowing that we need to calm down, get all of our jitters out of our body, and we would do it with them. They love it when you do things with them rather than here's the video, you do it. Bear hunt, again, listen to this beat. How will it help a child or your classroom? When we did circle time, we went on a bear hunt. Change it up, make it your own. Think about what could you add. What different tools could you add to make the bear hunt more fun? Maybe we make toilet paper roll binoculars. Maybe we just pretend with our hands to do binoculars. So think about these things. Baby shark. How could this help a child calm down? Again, what is the beat like? What are the actions of the children? And how could you make this song better? What are actions that you can do or activities you do? Help, we're looking at the toddler. So I'm going to share my screen in just 1 second, but I want to explore the immunization chart on Schoology in more depth on the activities for the day. I decided to take out the immunization section of the worksheet. I think that instead we could just explore this. So I'll share my screen again. I'm just going to go into Schoology. So if we're in working with young children, whether you're Austin or Packers, scroll on down, week 3. I'm just going to be in Austin. do. We can see homework. All right, immunizations is right here in the PowerPoint, and then it will be due either November 17th if you're in Austin, or if you're a Packer, it will be due on Friday. So this PDF, I think I have it down here too. Perfect. So this chart, I think this is a great chart. They have everything broken down into smaller terms. Go ahead and explore some of these on your own. Hep B, that's your hepatitis B shot. This is caused by hepatitis B virus. That's pretty cool. This DTaP, that's a combination of vaccines that helps kill bacteria. Your tetanus shot is in here. I want you to explore 12 months to 6 years and look at this. We can see that the HIV, PCV 13, IPV, your influenza, MMR, etc. Those are all typically done between 12 months and 18 months. However, if we look at influenza, we can see that that's a yearly process. So every single year, you should have an influenza shot. And then some of them you get at 12 months, and then look, between 4 and 6 years, you have them every 5 years or so. Here's different vaccines, the diseases and how they spread, the symptoms, the different complications. I want you to take a look at this. Again, there is nothing on your worksheet today about this. All right, moving on to our PowerPoint. Excuse me, sorry. All right, so health. Moving on to some of those common illnesses. I have the top 10 common illnesses that are seen within children, but for homework today, you are going to pick 3 and explore 3 on your own. So sore throat, ear pain, urinary tract infection, skin infection, bronchitis, bronchiolitis, pain, the common cold, bacterial, sinuses, and a cough. That link below will be the link that you will need to use in your homework today. So you will have to come back to this PowerPoint. Health examinations. We're looking at eye examinations specifically. In the next slide, there's a video provided. I want you to watch that video of a child's examination and then watch the online video for you. So, this is the child examination. Again, the links do not work when I'm doing my videos. You can go ahead and click on the link that's provided in the PowerPoint on Schoology and watch this. There's a section on the worksheet today for this video, so please watch it, answer those questions. After you're completed with that section, take a look at the eye exam. Follow the Schoology worksheet prompts, please. Looking at dental health, I think this chart over here on the right-hand side does a great job. It shows the teeth and when the baby teeth will start to grow. So we can see that these top upper teeth and these lower bottom 2 teeth are the first 4 to come in. And they usually come in between 6 and 10 and 8 and 12. And then you can see on the side how the next set of teeth come in between 10 and 16 months, 17 and 23, 18, 14 to 18, and 23 and 31. And there's a cheat sheet on what the different teeth are down here. All right, so teeth, we can see on our cheat sheet, appear around 6 months. By the time they are 3, they will have their full set of baby teeth. A full set is 20 teeth. You can see there's 2 purple, 4, 6, 8, 10 times 2. That is 20. Children begin to lose their teeth between ages 5 and 12. And sometimes it's a little bit sooner than 5. sometimes they don't start losing teeth until age 7. They will start to get their permanent teeth in after losing their baby teeth. And when we have our permanent teeth, we have 32. So a child will get 12 more teeth between ages 5 and 12. All right, dental health for babies. Again, babies will get their teeth in around 6 months. They'll start to pop up. Comes down with a moist towel or gauze. Between ages 1 and 3, begin brushing right away. Use a fluoride toothpaste, and the size of the toothpaste should just be the size of a single grain of rice, not a lot. And they should be brushing in the morning and nighttime. You should be helping a child between ages 1 and 3 brush their teeth. When they move on to 3 plus, they should still brush morning and night. This is when they might start using a toothbrush on their own, and they can increase their toothpaste amount to a pea size, but just make sure they do not swallow the toothpaste. A fun activity for brushing teeth, go on ahead on your own, please, and listen to the teeth brushing song. It's about 2 minutes long, and kids love it. The Tooth Fairy. We all have heard the fantasy figure. She comes around after a child has lost a tooth, and a child will then place their tooth underneath their pillow or beside their bed. The Tooth Fairy will pay actual money or just come by to visit. And either way is fine, but I think that the Tooth Fairy is important. I have some examples here of different ways. I personally don't think I would give a child $5 losing their tooth, but this Tooth Fairy receipt, this is excellent. It's a good time keepsake because we love children. As you grow up and become adults and start thinking about having a family, maybe do this Tooth Fairy receipt. The name of the child, the age, what date did they lose their teeth? How many teeth did they lose? Did that tooth look excellent, good, or fair? And maybe you set up a payment where if it's excellent, you get $1. If it's good, you get 2/4. If it's fair, you only get 1/4. And then you sign your name as the Tooth Fairy. And there's a little section here, great brushing. Or you can do this. This person just put down a little bit of glitter, and it looked like she walked into the room and took. I am going to share my screen again and explain our homework assignment for the day. So we are going to do 4 different activities today. First, you will need to listen to the following songs, and you can listen to Freeze Dance, answer the questions, listen to Bear Hunt, then answer the questions, etc. All of these videos can be found in the PowerPoint for the day provided for you on Schoology, or you can just do a quick Google search or a YouTube search. And then I want you to answer the following questions for each category. Next, we're going to get into illnesses. Excuse me. Out of the following listed, I want you to choose 3 different illnesses and then follow the guided questions. So right here, I have all 10. You just need to choose 3. So if I wanted to do sore throat, and number 1, I'll write sore throat. And let's just say I'm going to do ear pain and the common cold. I will type those 3 in order. I'll do a Google search of the definition of a sore throat, what causes a sore throat, is there any medicine that is required? Medicine, if it is required. And 3 is the eye test. I want you to watch that child examination first and then answer these 2 questions. What did you notice during that child's eye test? And how was the doctor testing the child? She used a tool. So how is that a little bit different? We can look down here, jump ahead a little bit. How is that test different than the test that's given to the child? So this isn't that. Watch the video eye examination. Get that video ready. I want you to hit play and step back until you're almost touching the person's desk that is behind you. And I want you to kind of do the eye test. So if we look at this one, you would start at the top and work your way down the bottom. When you're done, I want you to answer the following questions. First, what did you notice when doing the exam? And how were your eyes? 2, how was the adult different than the child? Whoa. All right. Section 4 is dental care. I want you to answer the following questions. First, what is fluoride and why is it so important to use toothpaste that has fluoride in it? 2, when do children begin to get their teeth and when do children lose their teeth? And number 3, we discussed the tooth fairy, and now I want you to come up with an idea for you to do for a child that has just lost a tooth. So you're the tooth fairy. What are you going to do for this child? And you may include some videos to help, or sorry, some photos to help with a visual. So there are 4 sections, and this can be found on day 2. So use this PowerPoint to help you. Use this worksheet. It's due at the end of class or the end of the day today, either November 17th if you're Austin or November 20th if you are a Packer. Please do not hesitate to email me. I will try my best to get back to you right away. Log on tomorrow to the Teams meeting if you have any questions. Have a good day, guys.